Golf, a gentleman's game where tradition meets class, a sport built on honor, etiquette, and trust. But what happens when the very pillars of this game are shattered? From cheating accusations to infidelity, from financial betrayals to explosive power struggles. This is the dirty underbelly of professional golf that few dare to talk about. These are the biggest scandals in golf history, and once you hear them, you'll never look at the game the same way again. 1. Tiger Woods, the fall of an icon. At one point, Tiger Woods wasn't just the face of golf, he was golf. A global icon, a billion-dollar athlete, a symbol of excellence. But in 2009, everything came crashing down. What began with a bizarre car crash outside his home spiraled into a media firestorm. Multiple women came forward alleging affairs. Over a dozen mistresses. His picture-perfect marriage with Ella Nordgren crumbled publicly. Nike stood by him, but others didn't. Gillette, Gatorade, and Accenture pulled out. He lost tens of millions in sponsorships. The PGA Tour, visibly shaken.
I was unfaithful. I had affairs. I cheated. What I did is not acceptable, and I am the only person to blame.
For over a decade, Tiger's legacy remained stained. He would eventually claw his way back with the 2019 Masters win, but the image of the perfect champion was gone forever. 2. Patrick Reed, the villain of the PGA? If golf had a villain, it might just be Patrick Reed. In 2019 at the Hero World Challenge, Reed was caught on camera improving his lie in a bunker. Twice. He claimed it wasn't intentional. The golf world didn't buy it. Fellow pros like Brooks Koepka and Cameron Smith called him out directly. Reed brushed it off. But this wasn't the first time his integrity was questioned. College teammates accused him of cheating and stealing. There were reports of locker room feuds, family estrangement, and even fans heckling him mid-round. Despite it all, Reed still won tournaments, but his reputation tarnished. To this day, he divides opinion like no other golfer. Is he misunderstood or unapologetically corrupt? 3. LIV Golf versus the PGA. A civil war. It's being called the biggest power struggle in golf history. In 2022, the Saudi-backed LIV Golf League lured top players like Phil Mickelson, Dustin Johnson, and Brooks Koepka with jaw-dropping contracts, some upwards of $200 million. The PGA Tour responded with suspensions and bans. But this wasn't just about money or formats. LIV was funded by Saudi Arabia's Public Investment Fund, raising massive ethical questions. Critics accused it of sports washing, using golf to clean a brutal human rights image. Phil Mickelson admitted it himself. They're scary, but I can't pass up this opportunity. The golf world was torn apart. Rory McIlroy led the charge for PGA loyalty. Friendships fractured, fans were confused. And then in 2023, a shocking merger announcement. PGA and LIV were suddenly partners. What changed? Who got paid off? The answers are murky, but one thing's certain. Golf's soul was sold, and the game may never be the same again. 4. The rise and ban of Vijay Singh. Vijay Singh became the first player from Fiji to win a major and challenge Tiger Woods for world #1. But his rise was far from clean. Back in the early 1980s, Singh was banned from the Asian Tour for allegedly doctoring his scorecard. Though he denied wrongdoing, the label of cheater haunted him for years. Later in his PGA career, he was again in hot water, this time for using deer antler spray, a banned substance believed to contain growth hormone. Though he wasn't suspended, the scandal raised questions about how far pros will go to stay at the top and how inconsistent golf's anti-doping policy really is. 5. John Daly, talent, chaos, and addiction. John Daly was golf's wild card, a man who could bomb drives 300 yards barefoot, then chug Diet Coke and light a cigarette mid-round. But behind the swagger was chaos, alcoholism, gambling addiction, domestic issues. John Daly once claimed he lost over $55 million gambling. He's walked off the course mid-round. He's shown up drunk. He's been suspended. Yet fans loved him. Why? Maybe because Daly never hid. He wore his demons on his sleeve. He was raw, real, and undeniably talented. His story is a tragedy and a triumph, a reminder that talent can't always escape turmoil. Honorable mentions: Sergio Garcia's racist remark in 2013. After a feud with Tiger's, Sergio jokingly said he'd serve fried chicken if Tiger came for dinner. The backlash was immediate. He apologized, but the stain remained. Arjun Atwal's fatal car crash in 2002. While speeding in Florida, Atwal was involved in a crash that killed another driver. He wasn't charged, but the incident shook his career and deeply impacted the Indian golf scene. Robert Allenby's alleged kidnapping claimed he was drugged and abducted in Hawaii. Investigation poked holes. Story is still unclear. Bizarre and troubling. Beginning behind the game. Golf is supposed to be pure, polished, honest, but behind the manicured fairways and polite applause lies the world of pressure, ego, money, and secrets. Because no matter how calm it looks on the outside, the world of professional golf is nothing but quiet. And sometimes the scandals off the course echo louder than anything that happens on it.